Hey, what's up, guys? Zach here with Racing Sim Tools. Hope you guys are having a good day. Good start to the weekend. You know, it's Friday. Can't be too mad. Today we're going to be doing the Donington setup stream. So normally I break it out and we have, let me turn this down just a bit. Normally we have a stream for each car. I want to try to get as many cars done as I can tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the format just a little bit. I'm going to just do a stream as long as I can today, and then we'll just do as many cars as we can. And then what I'll do at the end of the stream, when I'm rewatching it, I'll make chapters for where all the different cars are. So if you want to refer to it again, you'll be able to go to a timestamp and be able to check it out. But the first car, I did start a poll, and I kind of give you guys some three options: the Aston, the Mclaren, and the Porsche. I went ahead and loaded up the Porsche. We'll do the Aston next. But if there's a suggestion or something that you guys want to see, let me know. We are going to go through RST. We're going to do some data, some things like that. It's going to be a little bit quicker pace doing the setups tonight than I normally do. Again, we're trying to get as many as we can done tonight. So it's going to be a fun few hours. If you guys have any questions or anything, please let me know. And then let me know how the sound is, if it's too loud, too quiet, things like that. I rearranged my entire sim room. I don't know if you guys saw the pictures on the Discord, but it's completely different. Let's go ahead and jump in the game, guys. I'm going to turn that music back up just a little bit now. There we go. And my camera was off. So let's turn that back on. All right. So I'm just going to start up with we have a Kyalami setup for the Porsche. So let me start with that. Got to find it though. So 1 second. Let me load it in from... All right, there we go. So now if you guys see, okay, perfect. So now if you guys can see, I have the Kyalami set up. We're gonna use this as a baseline. Should be a fairly good baseline to get started with here. So that's what we're gonna use. We're gonna load it in, but first things first is I'm gonna rename it. We're gonna, instead of calling it Kaya or Kyalami, we're gonna call it Donington. Okay, and then we are on patch 1.7.13. Wow, we're so far ahead now since we've done setups. And we'll do 0.1. So 0.1 is just the baseline Kyalami setup. We'll just do a few laps, get the tire pressures where they want to be, and then we'll start tuning it in. All right, so one thing that I do want to check real quick is just make sure we have RST up. Yep, ACC is going. It's good to go. Next session, car parameters are set. We will be setting the car parameters for ride heights and things like that, so we'll kind of go through that in a little bit, guys. But let's go ahead and do some laps. Just make sure you got the setup loaded again. I get very paranoid with the setups. I hate that there's no, like, there's an indication here, but when you come back into the setup, there's nothing, right? So you don't know if it's loaded or not. I hate that it does that. But we're good now, so let's go ahead and get started. We are going to be doing the setups on full fuel today. So you guys can hear my dogs. My wife's out, so they're all here with me right now. So we just did a 9 hours at Donington not that long ago, just a few days ago in the NSX, getting ready for an SRO endurance race. We wanted to do... the Donington race. This is a good kind of a precursor to kind of get ready for SRO. So I haven't done any laps yet, so we are going to do a little bit of a warm-up here. We'll do like 3 or 4 laps here, get into the groove of things, and then take it from there. You can already tell it's a little bit pointy, a little bit nose happy right now. That's kind of typical of the Porsche. It has a lot of front end grip if you get the front wing, front splitter where it wants to be. Looking for about 27.7 on the PSI. So right now we're a little bit low. Not too bad. We are doing 23 degrees ambient and 29 degrees track for the full fuel. So we should be looking for a low 27s. I think in the race we were doing mid 27s with the NSX, but the Porsche is quite a bit quicker here. Pressures are actually not looking too bad. Very pointy through there though. As soon as I turn the steering wheel just a little bit, very responsive corner entry. All right, guys, when you're starting with tire pressures, you always want to do, a few laps just to make sure that the tire pressures and temperatures are normalized. We'll just do 2 more laps and then we'll adjust the pressures. So used to the bad brakes on the NSX here. It feels so different actually having brakes now. This probably won't be the most entertaining stream, unlike the races, just because we're trying to get the setups dialed in. So it's going to be a lot of hot laps, but hopefully I'll be able to talk my kind of my thought pattern through, and you guys will be able to maybe learn or take something away from it. Not my driving skills though, that's for sure. Jesus, where am I going? I did add, in the beta, I'll be showing you guys, I did add a new kind of feature. It allows you to look at the kind of average ride height for the front and rear rather than each individual wheel. Kind of helps sometimes when you're looking at the aero maps. Yeah, tire pressures are well high now on that front. Turns in so well in these low speed corners though, jeez. All right, we'll complete this lap, guys, and then we'll look at the data. It brakes so much deeper than the NXX, it's crazy. Hardest thing here is curb strikes too. Very easy to get curb strikes and lose pressure in the tires. Nice. Well up on this lap. Got a little bit loose there at Coppice. Not too bad though. How you guys doing today though? Guys, hopefully you're gonna have a exciting weekend. Let me know if you got any plans. My plans this week are pretty chill. Just gonna be trying to do some setup work. I have a VR experience I gotta kind of work on, and then we're working on the RST website. Some really cool functionality that we're adding to there for management of like endurance races. So it'll be really cool. All right, not too bad there. All right, tire pressure should be normalized. So let's go ahead. Let's get back to the data and see what we got. All right, so I'm just gonna select the last lap here, and we're gonna actually go to the run and then ABS TMP. So this is absolute tire pressures and temperatures and pressures. So you can see they're still coming up, you know, until all the way up until like lap 3, and then they're pretty much normalized. So that's why I didn't stop like a lap early. We kept doing a few more laps just to make sure that we had them normalized here. So let's go ahead, put the cursor all the way to the right. Look at these tire pressures. So the front right, it's like 0.2 high. Rear left's pretty much spot on. Rear right's about 0.3 high, and front left's 0.6 high. So let's go ahead and make those adjustments just real quick. One thing I do want to check though real quick. Let's go to temps and look at the brakes. See what the brakes are doing. So brakes are pretty much perfect here. I'm not going to actually touch the brakes. You want them to be right around 650 to like 300. Usually your rears are a little bit too cold. Here they're looking really, really nice. One thing I do want to check though is let's see what the hottest. That rear left's getting a little bit warm. It's up to 90, but as long as it's below 95, it should be okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So 0.6 on the front left. And I am going to hide this, guys. These are the official setups. I do need to make these kind of hidden just to make sure. Oh, and you guys can't even see it because you're still looking at there. So there we go. Okay, let's see what the... And I don't have a second screen here, so it's kind of awkward for me. So if I leave something up, let me know. Just holler at me in the chat. Front right was 0.2 too high. Rear left's pretty much spot on, and then rear right is 0.3 high. So we're gonna make those adjustments, and then this should be good. We're just gonna save over 0.1 again, just because we didn't really make any adjustments here. All we're really doing is changing the tire pressures. So let me go ahead. Probably need to change the tire set. I always do that. Okay. Let's get into it. All right, so this should be pretty close to the tire pressures that we're looking to kind of keep at. This car is absolutely insane though. It's so rapid here too, like all the top cars for the AOR endurance race for the Porsche. Just absolutely rapid here. It's pretty good rain car in the rain as well. Having all that weight over the rear really helps it get the traction out of the corners. I see a support group in the background. What do you mean? Oh, the dogs. Are they back there? Yeah. My wife's gone, so they're all chilling here with me. It's funny how my wife, she always like goes away when I stream. Like the one time it would be nice to have her to watch the dog, she just leaves. Which kind of sucks, but they're awesome. I love having dogs. God, this car is rapid here. You can just brake so late and still carry through the speed through the mid corner. Absolutely insane. I think the brake but's a little bit far back on this setup. I can really feel the rears lock up through that turn to there. But we'll look at the data. It'll let us know. Nice. Picked up the throttle really early through the chicane. This track's absolutely critical to carry as much speed through that chicane as possible. Yeah, my cat is here around here somewhere, Dennis. I don't know exactly though. She's probably chilling. She doesn't like to be in the same room as the dogs a lot of times because they chase her. Rear left's a little bit high now, but it's okay. Might come down just a little bit. Yeah, see, I had the brake bias is too far back. As soon as I turn in there, it just wanted to step out on me. And I can really tell it's the brake bias and not the setup of the car because it's very dependent on the braking. So if I like really throw the car in and then don't tail brake, it's fine. If I trail brake, you can feel the rears locking up. So look at the data here. That rear left's way high though. Let's do one more lap, guys. One more lap. Yeah, that rear left needs to come down about 0.5 probably. How is that not a cut? How is that not a cut, chat? That was ridiculous. I totally cut the inside there. Ridiculous. Yeah, losing the rear there too. Mid corner. That mid corner is off camber, so if you have a lot of rearward lateral load transfer, just you lose the rear. If you do that, we can control it with rake though. Should be pretty easy to neutralize it a little bit. All right, all the pressures are good except that rear left. It needs to come down about 0.5. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, well, let's jump out of here. Go check that data. All right, so let's load up this lap now. Yeah, see how much more grouped up these tire pressures are now. So red, blue, yellow, these are the other tire pressures, but that rear left's really high. Not sure why it went up so much, but we're gonna need to bring it down probably about 0.5. That should get us pretty close. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make that adjustment real quick. While you guys look at the RST data. One thing I do want to check is let's get those car parameters dialed in. So let's take a second to do that, because I want to check the ride heights. Ride heights are super critical here. I keep checking because this is where my camera used to be, but my camera's over here now. So if you guys see me like looking to the left, that's why. I moved my whole sim rig to the right hand here. It's just really throwing my muscle memory off. But let's get these car parameters dialed in. So first things first, let's get all these values typed in. So I typed in next session car parameters here, so it should be pretty close. We do need to adjust these things though, so let's type these in. Spring rates 141.5, 199. 5. These are weird numbers. Front ABS. So I gotta go check my cheat sheet here real quick. We are in the Porsche. So give me the Porsche data. Then what settings are we at? We are at 4.3. So that should be Okay, so that's an ARB up front of 25.6. Rear is 27.9, so a little bit stiffer on the rear. I'm gonna set these at 50. Always set these at 50 if you don't know, and we don't know for AC because they don't tell us the transition speeds. Okay, so that leaves pretty much two things: the ride heights. Yeah, the ride heights, and then the static ride height. So the ride heights we just get from the setup menu. So if I come back into here, 5479. Yeah, 5479. Okay, now let's look at how to get the static ride height. So the way you do this is you gotta see where on track. So some people, they stop on the track. The quickest way I think is just to look at the pit exit, and then look at what was going on. So I'm gonna go to stability. It has our travel graphs there. So here it's kind of hard to tell, right, where we were exiting the pits because like this data is all messy. But if you switch it to time, you'll see this is where we were coming out of the pit. So it's a little bit longer here. So this is a good place. So 16.5 more or less. Oh, did I? Okay. 16.5. I thought I lost those. I was like, what just happened? 12.3. Okay. One thing I forgot to tell you guys, we added this car parameter called track. This allows you to enter the track distance, so you can compare like braking distances. So let's see, what is Donington track? I think it's like 4,020 meters, something like that. I just look at Wikipedia. It just helps you when you're doing driver compare. So you have like actual units rather than like the game units for the distances. So it's 420, like I said. Okay, so I did this like a Monka W inside of the next session car params, which is okay because that's what we're gonna have for the next. But I want to compare it for the data I just had. So let's save this so we can compare. So I'm just gonna make a new folder, Donington Setups. We're gonna save it in there, and we'll just call it Porsche 0.01. All right, and what we'll do is we'll just load it in. So when you click on File Next Car Session Parameters, it's gonna like do it for the next data. We want to edit this data, so I'm just gonna click Open, Donington Setups, and then Porsche, and then that should update these. So two things I want to look at. One is let's see what the what was going on here with the wheel locking here. So the first thing I want to check is, let's see, what turn is that? It's this one. This is where I was getting the lockups and the car was just like killing me. So I just want to see what's going on here on the brakes. So we can see when we're on kind of the trail brake face here. Let's see, we're getting, so the right side's gonna be unloaded, the left side. So we're getting more lock on the front. A little bit more here. Actually, yeah, they're pretty close. Let's just go like 2 clicks up on the brake bias. That should help add a little bit of stability there. We're just really on the fine limit right now, so I just want to add a little bit of buffer there because I can definitely feel it. Like transient corner entry is just like really pointed. Like as soon as I turn in, it kills me. Then it said, hey, have you ever enjoyed the Adobe After Effects? You know how several check bars are turned up by moving the mouse? It would be useful and convenient if in RST to enable or disable apps. Yeah, I'll have to look. I don't know. I haven't seen that feature, Dennis, but let me see if I can play around with it. Maybe we can mimic that behavior in RST. So move the brake bias up just a little bit. Let's check the ride heights because I'm curious about that too. So again, we'll check this corner entry. So corner entry, let's see what the what's going on here. So this is what I was saying, we added another graph. So the green is the average of the inside outside. So it's like your axle ride height. So 39.74. Let's see what that balance is. Let me pull up my cheat sheet. So for the Porsche, we want to keep it between, let's see, 36 and 78. Where are we at? Oh, that's for the front though. What's the threshold? 84. Damn, so we're actually really close to the ride heights that we would typically want to run. See what the COP is doing? Yeah, it's moving pretty far forward right here. That could just be the bumps though. Curious what at Mclaren what it's doing, because that was where I was having a little bit of issue, but I think that's more like mechanical. Let's see, 53.6, 73.5. So it's a little high there, but it's because we're not really trying to brake too hard. Let's see, 40, 75. So the front, I'm trying to keep it between 30 and 42 for max downforce. So on the braking, we're still producing pretty much max downforce on the front. No, Alu, it depends. Every car has kind of like different windows. So that's why I have a cheat sheet where I have some data from the game that I've looked at. So that's why I can kind of see like where the Porsche needs to be. We're really trying to keep for max downforce 36, 42. But the front, the operating window is pretty much 30 to 42. And then the rear is 72 to 84. So here on this turn, the rear is a little bit on the low side, but it's still okay. I'm gonna go back to the setup real quick. We do have a very stiff rear though. One thing I do want to see is let's go to run roll grid Evo here. I'm just curious what the roll grid and evolution is doing. Right at 48.48. A little bit of a rebound bias here, so that could also be why the corner entry is a little bit responsive. See coming into the here, because this is super important. So 4280. Well, that's pretty much spot on. Ride heights are pretty much spot on for this car right now. Let's so what I'm gonna do, guys, is we have a little bit of a rebound bias. Let's reduce that rebound just a little bit. That could help reduce the responsiveness on corner entry. We're also gonna move that brake bias 2 clicks forward. That should give us a little bit of buffer there. So we're just gonna do that 2 click. We're gonna do 3 clicks less rear rebound. Brake bias forward is 2 clicks. And then I also, what I'm gonna do, guys, is what I want to look at is what is the lateral longitudinal stiffness here. Let's pull the data back up. Let's go to lateral stiffness distribution and see it's a little bit far back. So what I'm gonna do, let's increase the front stiffness just a little bit here. Let's go to 146. So again, we're moving that lateral stiffness distribution forward just a little bit. That should help us get a little bit better corner entry. It should reduce the corner entry response in a little bit. Okay, let's try this. Let's see what happens. Everything else I'm pretty damn happy with. So we're going to save this as 0.2. All right. And then let's get it. All right. So again, let's we're going to go on track this time. Really think about what the car is telling us. I could tell just from that. My first impression is the setup was just a little bit too responsive on entry. Much better on the brakes. Much better on the brakes. I think we're just locking up the rears too much. Ooh, I really threw it in there. Didn't die though. Need some copium though, check. Need some copium. That was a little bit wild through there. See if we can actually drive good here. Definitely feels a little bit better on the brakes. Probably because of the added stiffness up front and then also the brake bias. Nice. This car is definitely quick. It'll bite you, but it's quick. One thing that's really thrown me off is how much better their brakes are too. Like I'm hitting the brakes and it just like stops so much quicker than the Honda does. See what the temps too. Should be good temp wise. Tire pressures look okay. I can tell the rear's a little too stiff because when I get on throttle, I lose the rear just a little bit. If I'm not on throttle, it's okay. If I'm on throttle, it just loses the rear. Oh, that was my bad. Took way too much curve there. Hey, what's up, Charger? How's it going, man? Hopefully you're gonna have a good Friday. We're just hanging out, tuning some cars, driving like an idiot. Corner entry has pretty much been fixed. Definitely need to fix the corner exit though. Not bad, not bad. I mean, look at there. I just lost like, I'm gonna lose 2/10 there. Hey, what's up, A2? How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Keep cutting that entry too much. Yeah, the rear is a little too stiff. You move that stiffness distribution just forward just a little bit. Let's do one more lap, guys. One more lap. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. This car is really hard to take McLean's though. All right, let's go back out. The car is just so pointy right now. I cannot be aggressive at all. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna move that lateral stiffness distribution just a little bit here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do one click less front spring, rear spring. I should move the lateral stiffness distribution forward just one click. Sorry about that, guys. Can't talk today apparently. Save this as 0.2. So the car is just a little bit too responsive for me overall. Just trying to take a little bit of response out of it. It's just hard to be consistent when the car is really, really responsive. I'm a little bit more aggressive on the steering input, so I like a car that's a little bit more neutral. I haven't. Are they any good? That might help if I get rid of that. All right, let's get back out here, guys. I can already tell the car feels a little less responsive in a good way. Nice, man. Yeah, Porsche is a lot of fun. That TC is just killing me. I want to see something. So turn to TC1, which is the threshold, down just a little bit. See if we get a better. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. I feel like we're getting a little bit more consistent with this setup now. God, that was crazy. Really threw it in there. There's a 10th. Get green, chat. Get green. There we go, 3/10. Yeah, way more stability. It's feeling way better for taking that response out really helped. I'm gonna reduce this force feedback a little bit. It feels a little strong. Much better on the exit there. Much better. Looky there. In the 27s. Let's go. Overslowed. That's so easy to overslow there, guys. Jeez. Hate this shit game. All right, let's really think about the VHM diagram. If you guys aren't tracking, the VHM diagram is the vehicle handling model. It's a way to think about quarter entry and things like that for various tracks. So we're thinking about corner entry, mid-corner exit. How do they all feel? There you go, 3/10, baby. Come on, give me 4/10. Let's go. Nice. There's 4/10. Maybe 5/10. What do you guys think? Oh, just shy of 5/10. Let's go though, chat. Let's go. Pretty good. 27.6. I think the diff's a little bit high now. When I get off the throttle, I can feel the car just taking a little too long to rotate. It's not bad, but it's definitely noticeable. Nice. Yeah. Like I said, the difference is I'm so used to doing this car in the NSX, and the brakes are so much better in the Porsche. So my typical braking spots are just way too early for this car. There we go. Move the brake by a sec, just one click. Now that we changed the lateral stage distribution, it feels a little bit like we could. A little wide there. One thing, don't forget, bud, is we're on full fuel too. It's not like we're on a quality setup right now. We're on 120 liters of fuel, so gotta keep that in mind. We were doing mid 27s with these same conditions in the NXX. And I think the Porsche is a little bit quicker, but not by much. I think we're pretty much on the pace right now. I just want to get the transient feeling a little bit better. Let's try it one more time at this brake bias setting. Nice. There's a little time. Not bad. Not bad though. Yeah, Porsche getting it right in the chicane is pretty tricky. All right, let's get it back. Like I said, I think the diff's a little bit high. Let's look at the data real quick. Let's look at the damper histogram too real quick. So you can see we took a little bit of rebound out of it with the little bit less rebound that we did that run. Definitely helped it. Yeah, bumpiness doesn't really matter that much. The dampeners, but while they affect the imperfections of the road, they're more about controlling the response, the transient phases, honestly. the way the car realizes the loads is going to feel drastically different with dampener settings. So that's what we're really trying to tune right now, is just how's the car feel like on entry and exit. It's going to really change based on like the dampener work that we're doing here. Honestly, I like the click of rear brake bias back just a little bit now that we've reduced the ride height. Definitely the diff's a little bit too locked now. If you look at the day, we can see it too. Yeah, still unlocking a little bit here. Not too bad though. Yeah, let's just do like 2 or 3 clicks. Should help just a little bit. Yeah, the hard part isn't knowing what to change. It's trying to think about where the time's gonna come from, right? Like that's the whole magic here. Learning what each setting does is the basics. But oh, stay down. What I want to do here is, let's see. So I'm just looking at the setup menu real quick. I'm looking at the tire wear. Really good wear on the rear. Oh yeah, rears are looking really good actually. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, we have setups for what is it? Spa, Silverstone, and Imola right now. So we're working on the Donington setups right now. The I don't know if you saw the stream. We did a 9 hours of AOR. We did really well. That setup is actually what's going to be on the site. I'm just going to reduce the rear toe in just a little bit. All right, let's give this a go. We're going to say this is 0.3. All we did with this setup, guys, is change the rear toe just a little bit. The transient just a little bit hesitant now. So I want to help improve that just a hair. And we added a little bit, like 1 click of rear ARB just to bring a little bit more response back into the setup because we took a lot of it out by dropping the spring 2 clicks. Yeah, we can. So you got to think what the lateral stiffness distribution is, right? We have the car, and we can think about the load transfer on the front and the load transfer on the rear. And the more spring stiffness or more axle stiffness we have, the more load transfer that is going to be realized by the axle. So the stiffer that axle is, the more load transfer it is. And it's a distribution, right? So we're never going to change the total amount of load transfer a car has. That's pretty much the design considerations based on like ride height and things like that. But what we can do is we can change what ratio the front realizes that total wheel load and the rear. So the front and the rear is always going to add up to the total, but we can redistribute, right? So a really well-balanced car is going to have one where the transient loads up really nicely and the car's pretty balanced through the corner. So lateral load distribution is a way of measuring that. So these car parameters are a little bit off now because, again, we've been doing tweaked settings here. So let me just pull it up. 146. $187. We didn't change ride heights. Actually, we did. We went up 1 click. We cheap the rear. Oh, rear is still the same. And then we did increase. Well, I increased it this time. Okay, let's see. These might not be right. I don't remember. But if we come to lateral stiffness, so you can see slightly the difference here, right? So let's see. Okay. So the way this works, Alu, is the higher the number, the more rearward the lateral stiffness distribution is. So it means, or sorry, farther forward. The the higher the number, the stiffer the front axle is. So the more load transfer that happens on the front, if that makes sense. So you can see as the main difference between the session 2 and the session 4 was we changed the rear spring, we reduced it. So you can see the blue line's lower here than the red. The red is softer on the rear, so more load transfer is being realized for the front. So the lower the number, the more load transfer that's being realized by the rear. So there's really no right or wrong. Each car is going to kind of require a different ideal lateral stiffness distribution. But the thing is, you identify for each car what you like. And then what you can do is now if you need to change the longitudinal stiffness, you can always come back to this and you'll know how much to adjust the ARBs to get back to this value essentially. So lateral stiffness distribution is just a way to kind of understand mechanically what the car is doing. But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and edit these since we are making changes here. So this is again 55, 79. What did I say? The springs were 146, 187, and then these are going to change. We did increase the rear to 4, so it should be 31.3. So what we'll do, Alo, is I'm gonna make these changes. We'll get the actual car parameters for the static ride heights, and then we'll compare it to session 1, which was at the different like settings. One thing I want to show you too, or let's just go back. So I'm gonna save this and we'll hit it. Great question though, man. Lateral stiffness distribution is one of those things that sounds like hard until you know what it is, and then it's like really basic, right? All it is the amount of load transfer on the front and the rear. So the way we measure in RST is we're estimating the loads on each wheel, right? And then what we're doing is once we have that, we can measure the inside and outside tire, then compare that as a ratio of front to rear, if that makes sense. So that's all the lateral stiffness distribution is. That's also why it matters to have the car parameters correct, because again, if you don't have the right car parameters, we're not estimating the tire loads correctly, which means that lateral stiffness distribution is going to be off. So all we did for this setup was reduce the rear toe in and then added a click of rear ARB. Because we reduced the rear spring by 2 clicks, it lost a little bit of that response. It felt a little bit lazy on the transient phases. So I wanted to bring a little bit of stiffness back, but I didn't want to go up and spring because I think the longitudinal is plenty stiff on the front. So what we did is we just added 1 click of rear ARB to stiffen the rear up just slightly. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I didn't save my TC settings here. Let's get those dialed in. Alright, we're cheating here. Usually if you stop, you get a better run. A better speed down in turn 1. Didn't work this time though. We did reduce the diff too, I forgot about that. Nice, that rotated exactly like I wanted. trick through there with the Porsche is to get off the brake earlier. So you're kind of coasting a little bit more through the chicane, but you're carrying more speed. So we keep it on, I forget what ECU it is for the NSX. It's the one that's like a little bit more progressive. It just depends on how you like the throttle application, right? Me, I like to stomp on it, so I need a little bit more progression so I don't spin the wheels too much. Some people are naturally more cautious and conservative with throttle application. So it makes sense to be a little bit more of like a linear throttle curve. So it's just totally preference. The best way to kind of look at it is look at your wheel spin. RST, we measure TC, and you have wheel spin, so you can see what you're doing better with what map. But you should probably know just from driving what feels better, honestly. How'd that invalidate? One second, someone just sent me a long ass text. Make sure everything's okay. Don't do this. Don't race in text, guys. One second, my wife texted me. I just want to make sure she's okay. Oh, okay. She left to go with her friends. I just want to make sure she was okay. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Appreciate it. It's always fun. No, it's not the most interesting thing in the world for me to just do hot laps. Totally missed my brakings in there. It's okay. That was a wash lap anyways. Should get a good run here now. That was awesome. Come on, give me that 10th. So close. There we go. There's that 10th. Two 10ths. Losing a little bit though. Losing a little bit. Ah, just a little bit. Not too much, though. Lost it in the hairpin. Damn it. Can turn the ABS down a little bit. It seems a little high to me. Don't hear any lockups or anything. You want to hear a little bit of tire screech. Almost missed the turn-in point there. Jesus. Pretty stable there. Totally broke way too hard in there, lost the rear. 27.5 though. A little quicker in the chicane there. Yeah, I like that ABS too. ABS 2 felt way better through there. Well, we're pretty consistently 27.5 there. All right, let's make those changes to the electronics. So let's do this. Let's look at the RST. We're gonna look at. Oh, it didn't make a new session. Weird. Oh, that's a bug. All right, let's see. Again, going to stability. Oh, we're still in time mode, law. See, you can do it in distance mode. You just have to like really scroll through. So 15.5 and then 17 or 18. So yeah, see it changed a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit when we mess with the ride heights. $15.5 and then 18. Okay. And then let's see, 146, 187, is that what we have here? 146, 187. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so everything else should be right. I think the ABS, this is a little bit higher though. Okay, yeah, that should be pretty much everything. So I'm just gonna save this and the here. This is 03. Just so we have those car parameters next time. And then let's look what's going on here. So we did a 27.465 here. So looking at the stability, guys, yaw stability, this is measuring the what your measured yaw rate through a turn is, and then versus what the theoretical yaw rate is. So it's a good indication. You typically want to be within 15. So you can see here I got negative 15. So a negative is an understeering condition. Positive is oversteer. So pretty much pretty neutral pretty much everywhere, honestly. If we compare that to oh, we're in, why is that so much smaller? Oh, I forgot. It's because we did the track distance. So let me edit that real quick. So you can see the red is a little bit within these bounds, whereas the white kind of touches a little bit higher, peaks here. Yeah, these are like the old one. So it did make an improvement there. One thing I want to check is the damper histograms. Still got a little bit of a rebound bias here, so I'll probably go like 2 more clicks of rear rebound. Normally I don't care about the histograms, guys, but I can definitely feel it just a little bit. Same with the front rebound, a little bit of a rebound bias here, and I'm definitely feeling that a little bit. What I'm feeling is that for the front rebound, as I come off the trail brake into like more of a mid-corner behavior, I'm still feeling it like the front kind of sucked down a little bit. That could be an indication of high rebound. Keeping it from popping up. So I'm just gonna reduce that just a little bit, and then same on the front of the rear. Okay. That should be pretty good there. Let's go back to the data and let's look at the that lateral stiffness distribution that you were wondering about, Lou. So it's still pretty far rearward, which is kind of surprising, to be honest. But there is a lot more mass on the rear here. The center of gravity on the Porsche is much further back, so that could also be biasing things just a little bit here. Let's see what this one. Yeah, so you can see the red is on top of the blue here. So we're a little bit, where's the red? Red is the most recent one. So you remember how I said we made it a little bit more stable? You can definitely see in the data here how much more on top this is. So you can see here too, red's on top. So this difference of 3% is extremely noticeable. Extremely noticeable. Someone is looking at the tire wear. What is the brake bias doing now that we moved it? Let's unclick this. So probably the biggest is right here, honestly. This is where you got to be really careful on the brakes. Maybe a little bit here, right here too. This is an inside turn, so let's look at the left. Yeah, we got more lock up front, which is good. That's what we want. All right, let's do this. Let's get back to it. So I just made that rebound change, and then we reduced the front toe just a little bit. Again, we're trying to get mid corner to be a little bit more oversteery, but turn in the response on turn in. What I like is I like it to kind of catch itself mid corner, if that makes sense. That's really what I'm really trying to do here with the setup. Let's see, tire set 7. So if you guys look at here, so this is what I'm looking at when I'm looking at the tire wear. Is first, you know, what is the difference between front and rear? So you can see 2.89, 2.86, 2.89, 2.92. So we're definitely wearing the rear left tire down more, which just makes sense, right? This track has more right-hand turns. It's rear-wheel drive, so we're asking the rear tires to turn and accelerate. So obviously that rear left's going to get worn. But the difference is less than 0.1. It's even less than 0.05, right? 0.03. So that's a really close wear margin. So that just means as the setup evolves, as the stint goes on, the setup evolutions be a lot lower. The next thing I'd like to look at is what's the inside and outside wear. A lot of people, they'll come to the tires and look at inner middle out. This is a better way to do it with the wear. So you can see 2.89, 2.91. That's about a 0.2 wear on the front. 2.88, 2.86 on the rear, so again 0.2. So pretty similar cambers, even though the cambers are completely different. The front and the rear camber is like 1 degree different. And again, it just shows you that you want to measure the response here. Let's go ahead. We're going to load up tire set 7. Let's get it. I think we're going to be pretty close with this though. Let's see. I hate the pay limiter in this car. Like, gets on it so easily. Oh, it's feeling really good transient wise though. I like how the car feels right now. A little understeer on the exit though. So we reduced the front rebound, so that could also be why we're getting a little bit more oversteer now. But the tire pressures come up. You guys see my dogs just chilling in here. Well, I had a good exit until I freaking ran off the track. Jesus, chat. Yeah, this front toe setting feels so much better. I think we almost need one more click of rear A or B. Let's see though. Let's see. Yeah, I love that turn in feeling. It feels so much easier to be consistent in turn one now. Once I got a little loose there. Almost invalidated it right there. Overslowed the car though. Damn it. Good times though. Car is pretty rapid here, to be honest. Look at that. Almost 2/10 into turn one. Two tenths. Come on, get green. I'm gonna lose it all here through the final chicane. Watch, chat. Watch this. 3/10 up. Gonna lose it all right here. Sorry if you guys hear that. My dogs. Yeah, look. Still got a 10th, but my dogs freak me out when they do that, dude. I hate when they do that shit. Could be like they're not the house will be super silent and they'll just start freaking out. Yeah. Well, we know the car's got the pace, boys. We know it's there. We just gotta extract it. Need another lap because the car's getting really close to how I want it to feel, and it gets harder to like kind of see the little differences here. So I'm just gonna kind of think aloud here. Car is really wanting to turn in through there, but it's still very predictable, very easy to handle. Could be easily, if someone didn't like it, one click forward brake bias. Car runs out real nice on throttle there. Easy to get a little loose there, but I think it's just trail braking a little too hard there. That rear tire pressure is getting high now. All right, one more lap. Car's quick here though, Jesus. 27.3. And I run wide. Alright, let's look at the data real quick. I'm kind of curious what the tire wear is doing. Honestly, the car is feeling really, really good. So let's just take a look real quick. Alright, so tire wear, 7. Yeah, I mean, that is like spot on. Let's see where let's look at the data real quick. Curious where I'm losing the time. 27.6. Yeah, they really do gas, don't they? They really do. So again, we kind of changed the damper histograms here. Yeah, we can definitely see it took some of that rebound out of here. We're pretty consistent too. Let's go to stability, see. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Pretty much the only place where we're really touching the 15 is the chicane here, and this one, which is uphill, so that's probably why. I mean, it's pretty well balanced compared to where we started. So, like, you can see this is where we started. Like, look at this peak here. Way more understeer through turn 1. Way more oversteer through that final, like, high-speed section. Pretty similar everywhere else though. Let's see. I want to see the driver. Let's see where we gained all the time here. Man, we were so much quicker. We were 2 tenths up, and then we lost at the chicane. on this setup. So this 27.6 is this red one. So if we make this the setup, yeah, we're just gaining it pretty much everywhere. Let's do like one of these laps. Yeah, we're just gaining it. You know, turn 1, we're gaining a lot of time here. A little bit through here, or able to get on throttle a little bit earlier. Gained a lot through the final chicane. But I'm pretty happy with that, guys. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, save this setup to our Google Drive real quick, just so we have it. And then we're gonna do the next car. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think? What car should we do next? We'll do a quick poll here for you guys. Do the Aston. And I'm gonna go use the bathroom because I really gotta pee. I need a drink of water. So I'm gonna leave this poll running for you guys. You know, let me know what you guys want me to drive. Do like the Audi. What other car do we do? Let's see. Done Mercedes, Aston, NSX, Lambo. Let us do that. All right, I'm gonna leave that real quick, guys. I'll be right back. I use the restroom, and then we'll get to the next car. right, we are back, guys. So it looks like we're gonna be doing the Aston here. So we'll go ahead, load her up, or the McLaren, sorry. So we're gonna go ahead, load up the McLaren, and I will get at it. So I do have a amazing livery for the McLaren. So this is the Porsche one. I don't know if you guys saw it on track. Love the Porsche livery. Absolutely fantastic job that Flag did for us. But the McLaren one's just as good. So let me load that one up real quick. I have not driven the McLaren much, so this will be kind of a learning experience. But this is our McLaren livery. Absolutely fantastic. It's the one that Simon drives for SRO. So let's get at it. So I need to go ahead and get the Kyalami set up. So just give me 1 second, guys. Let's see what's. All right. And click that so I can see what we're doing here. Let's see, where is downloads? Oh, what's up, Dilemma? Yeah, no, I know, man. We I mean, $4 to me is a plenty. The main reason we are doing the setups is because we were so annoyed of people like not making their own setups. Let me get this over here real quick. We were so tired of like Coach Dave, like people, I know people like setups because they can just like load them up and stuff, and we were just tired of Coach Dave's like it's kind of like the snake oil, right? Like saying like, hey, these will make you that much quicker. So that's why we're kind of doing our own. We still try to show you guys how to use the data because we still want people using data, but we know people like these setups, so we try to do as many as we can for you guys. All right, let me just move this over real quick. What questions do you have, man? If you have any questions, specific questions, let me know. We can kind of talk through it as we work through these setups. It's probably a little bit boring for the stream just because we're kind of going kind of quickly through the setups. But I would love to kind of chat with you guys, and if you have any questions, let me know. So we're in McLaren. Where you at? 720S, Donington, boom. All right. So we're gonna load this setup and see how she goes. Yeah, wet racing is the best, man. I love wet racing. It requires you to be so smooth, right, compared to like other types of races. So I'm just gonna come in here. I'm gonna select an RST, the McLaren 720S, next car parameters, and let's get it.
Green light, show them what you got.
Yeah. Oh my, we gotta change the view. I haven't been in this car in so long. The whatchamacallit's shown. Let's see. Where is that? Oh, there it is. Hidden, and then let's move camera up just a little bit. There we go. All right. Oh man, I haven't driven this car in so long. I do like it though. It's a sick car. So we're just gonna get a few laps in first, just to see how the car feels and get the tire pressures on its point. No point doing a lot of laps until we have those tire pressures really dialed in. Dilemma said, does RC ping you when there's a new update? It should. Are you on the beta version, bud, or are you on the production version? We've been doing a lot of updates to the beta version, so you should have updated a few times if you're on the beta. If you're on the production, we haven't rolled a new production build in a few months, but we'll probably be doing that pretty soon. But yeah, it should auto update. It shouldn't even really ping you. It should just do it. Hey. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Have you guys seen the new puppy that we have? I'll have to show you guys in a second if you haven't. My wife, she loves puppies, so we have like a million of them. Yeah, that's Dilemma. You're probably not in the beta version then, but so what you need to do is you need to go to RC Discord. There's a channel called Beta How To that'll tell you how to download the beta client. That's where all the new goodies are until we tested them thoroughly and then we deploy them. So when you download it, it'll actually download another version of RST basically. You can still use the production version, but you can test the new goodies until we roll it to production. Yeah, it's a beast. I really like this car. The only thing I didn't like it is at Bathurst. It had a really bad VLP that kind of sucked, unfortunately. Feels a little bit unresponsive to me as well. Needs a little bit more spring, basically. The thing about the Mclaren, it just has such a good aero platform. Really hooks up in the corners. I've never driven it here at Donington though. Let's see what time we get here. Nice. Yeah, I think Silverstone's on the 2019 set too, isn't it? Peppers are pretty spot on already. Definitely used to the mid-engine feel here at Donington compared to the Porsche. A little bit more similar to the NXX and how it feels, which we have a lot of laps here now. All right, let's do one more lap, guys. Remember, with the tire pressures, you need to do a few laps before checking them. Car's wicked quick here already. So we're starting with the Kyalami setup that we did for this car and working it from there. I'm gonna have to show you guys the puppy. You guys, cat people or dog people? I normally like cats, but my wife's a dog fanatic. So we have this puppy here. So let me grab her real quick so you guys can see. She's literally just underneath me playing. Here. Can you guys see her? Oop. Hi. Oop. Say hello. Her name's June. She's like a little chihuahua, but she's super cute. See, she'll just want to sit up here now. All right, so pretty good. Let's look at the data real quick. Let's see what the tire pressures we need to set are. So if I come in here, guys, let's exit out of here. Should be the Mclaren car parameters now. We do need to edit these real quick. So let me just pull them up real quick just to see. Okay, let me get down. So let's edit those real quick. Spring. All right. 182. Let me actually move this over. It's like in the way. This is the fun part of RST, guys. This is like how actual engineering goes. Is entering a shit ton of numbers, basically. 184. Hey, what's up, Gat? Oh, yeah. So she's actually up for adoption. So if you guys live in America, let me know. We've been thinking about keeping her, though. It's like hard with these foster dogs, you know. 50, 65. We'll get those static ride heights in just 1 second. I go back. Gotta change this now to the Mclaren. So I'm just doing some stuff off sheet for you guys. You can't really see what I'm doing. We have a spreadsheet with a lot of calculations on it. So we're just trying to plug this. And these are a bunch of like kind of proprietary spreadsheets. So that's why I can't show them to you guys. But they're telling me things like what the magic number is and things like that. So the magic number is 7.91. Front ARB is 61. Rear ARB is 23.4. All right, so that should be good. So next thing we got to do is get that static ride height. So again, to click the first lamp, we go to this one. And then it's probably hidden, so I'm gonna go to time. Now you can get a whole bunch of data points here. So what was that, 14.6? And then let's see, 16.9-ish. All right, let's save that. I'm gonna save this for the Mclaren. Maca 0.1. So this is why I said this is probably not the most fun stream to watch today, is because a lot of what we do when we're doing setups is number crunching, which is why people don't like doing their own setups, right? It's boring to do that stuff, but it's absolutely necessary. So we have the car parameters dialed in now. So let's see. What I want to go check though is what are the ride heights that we're shooting for. So the Mclaren, the front is 30 to 40 and the rear is 60 to 90. So let's see into this turn here. What are our ride heights doing? Let's go to arrow. Boom. Yeah, we're definitely on the bump stops here. So 37.71. What did I say? 30 to 40 on the front. Yep, so we're in the range there. 60 to 90, so we're in the range there. So all the way through this right here, we're in the range. What is that? 29.8. So it's a little bit on the low side there. Not super low, but a little bit low. What's the lowest it gets? Is that the lowest it gets? This is pretty low. What is this? That's interesting that that gets so low. I guess it's just because there's so much roll in the car. What's that turn? That's the hairpin. That is like right there at the limit there. Ride heights are pretty damn good. We might go like 1 click on the front. Tried that. All right. So all I did is we added a little bit of ride height at the front. It's getting a little bit too low. The front, we want to keep it above 30. And you can see like a few times like 27, 28. So I just bumped it up like a millimeter. And what we're going to do is we also increased the rear because the rear was a little bit low on a few of these corners. Not too bad. So that's why I only did like 2 millimeters. It'll add some response to corner entry too, which will help just a little bit. One thing I did notice though is let's fine tune the pressures, right? They're pretty damn close. That's why I'm already making setup adjustments. But we need to adjust them just a little bit further here. So around 27.7, so 0.2 on the front and about 0.3 on the rear. So let's do that real quick. Okay, let's save that. Oh yeah, dude, I bet. Are you excited about the new PS5 version they announced? That sounded pretty cool. I don't know if you have a PS5, but it sounds pretty sick. All right, let's do this. All I did is corrected those pressures, and we added a little bit more stiffness into the car and changed those ride heights just a little bit. So let's get back at it. One thing I need to check is the tire set. I always do that. I always forget to change the tire set. It always screws me over. Why does it? So I'll do tire set 1 here. Yeah, that's the crappy part, man. And RST doesn't work either because there's no like UDP or anything. You're just kind of SOL. Unfortunately. All right, here we go. Oh, that baby sounds nice, doesn't she? She sounds angrier than hell. All right, so I'm putting my gloves on. I hate having my gloves on when I'm typing because it's like hard to hit the keys. I'm just adjusting this real quick. All right, let's get it. Oh, that was nice. I'm kind of curious if the setups will feel the same on PS. Do you know if the game is the exact same on PlayStation as it is the PC, guess? Or is it a little bit different? A little spicy there. Oh, is it? I wonder how, like, you know what's different about it? Oh man, look at that mid-corner speed. Yeah, ride heights are super important in this game, guys. There you go, nice. Let's go. 27.4 already. Missed the apex. Good lap and then it missed the apex turn one. Typical, right? Too much curb, too much curb. All right, one thing I want to make a real quick tweak on. Need more toe on the front. More toe. Turn it down just a little bit, but it definitely needs it. Ooh, almost got like a DQ'd. Speeding through those pits. A little deep there. Tire pressures. I get a drink in while we do a out lap. I need like a cup holder that's like closer. I did cable management on my rig not too long ago, and now I can't move my keyboard. It's corded, so like the cable's bounced. I couldn't just set it down like that. This Mclaren's an absolute weapon here, though. This car is fantastic here at Donington. Nice. That felt awesome. Love it when I see like a tenth or two in turn one. Ah, went too deep. Try to be aggressive. Really not really feeling any issues. I'm just driving like an idiot. I think a little bit less rear rebound too. It's a little over responsive on turn in. Pretty quick though, pretty quick car. Feels amazing in the chicane. It's probably the quickest car through the chicane, I would say. Absolutely no TC activation on the exit too. Went deep on turn one. Fun stuff, right? Let's look at the game for Instagrams. Look at that, tire pressure's looking way better there. Yeah, it's got need a little bit more, maybe a little bit more rebound on the rear, to be honest. Let's see what that feels like. All right, let's get it. So we added a little bit of rear rebound just to see if we could get it to rotate a little bit more on trail brake here. A little spicy on the throttle there. God, that felt nice. Keep forgetting to change the ABS setting here. The Mclaren has such a crazy looking dash too. They're all space techie looking. Absolute wild looking dash. That felt real nice. Real nice. Let's go, chat. Green. Oh, I just lost it. As soon as I say it, I lose it. Typical. Nice, that was nice. Yeah, changing that rebound definitely helped on the coppice turn. All right, let's get some laps here, boys. Let's see what we do. There we go. 2 tenths. Down to 1 tenth. There's 2 tenths. Let's go. Three tenths. Get up there. Ah. It's got a little sideways there. You need to soften that rear just a little bit, I think. Little improvement there, half a tenth.
Well done, mate. The fastest steps in the world.
Yeah, just in that rear left up. I wonder where the temperature is getting it to. 95, that's why. It's getting a little hot. All right, we need to open the brake duct a little bit more now. Sliding that rear just a little bit. It's causing it to heat up. So all I'm gonna do is open that brake duct. That's gonna cause some more temp into the rear left tire. Actually, one sec. That tire wear is looking real good too. I was gonna say that's a 0.4 as well. One thing I do want to do though is the dampeners on the rear. Soften her up just a bit. When it's in coppice, when we get on the bumps, losing the rear just a little bit. So I'm trying to add a little softness in there to kind of progress it out just a little bit more. Let's see though. really like how this car feels here, though. It's a lot of fun. Every time, man, right there. This must be the torque of the car. Just totally, wow, that curve's huge on the inside. Jeez. Launching the car. Nice. Tire pressure is going to be a little bit low in the rear now because we opened that brake duct. Nice. There we go. Look at that. Delta's definitely coming down. Nice. Look at that green. Get green. A 10th. Oh, that curve screwed me up. Nice. I'll take that. 27.3, little improvement, little improvement. Oh yeah, there we go, 2 10s. Give it to me. Stay on the track. Yeah, I have to soften up that rear. Definitely helped. Definitely helped through there. I think I want to knock out 1 click of ride height, though. 1 click of ride height. Oh, yeah. Come on. 3 tenths. Almost a 26, guys. Two tenths. Oh, almost 3 tenths. Wow, 27.1, almost a 26. Okay, guys, we're getting really close to the setup here. Super happy with that change. We are gonna knock out 1 click of ride height on the rear. Just 1 click. I think that 1 click is what we need here. So what we're just gonna do is do that. 1 click less rear ride height. And give her a go. That was spot on though. We're gonna say the 0.5 because I don't want to mess up 0.4 because that was really nice. Okay. There we go. Again, sorry that I have to hide the setup window, guys. Let me know if you have any questions of what I'm doing. Let's get it. I'm really starting to like this car though. I don't know if any of you guys like Drake. His new album came out. It's pretty interesting. Kanye's album came out earlier this week. Man, the car's feeling good. I like that the Mclaren dash also has the tire pressures and the temperatures on the dash. It's so nice. Wish all cars had that. There we go. Try to push it a little too hard. Got to do a little bit of a spin there. A little step, a little oversteer there. Easy to handle though. Boost is fast. I love how this car doesn't get any traction control on the exit. It's so nice. The Lamborghini, like, you're always in the traction control. Good exit there too, jeez. Pushing it a little too hard in that braking zone there. Nice. Wow, we're super consistent with this setup, aren't we? Lost a little time there. Oh, I missed it. Still made it somehow. Barely. I thought I missed the braking zone like so hard there. Somehow just got it to turn in. Man, doing low 27s the whole time here on 110 liters of fuel. That's much better activity there. God, it's glued. This thing is glued to the car, to the track. So much grip out here. The setup is spot on, guys. Spot on. Look at that. Man, I want to do a 26 so bad. Oh, I gained a 10th there. We're right on the cusp of the 26th. There it is. Come on. Yeah, 26.9. Let's go. That's a good setup right there, boys. All right, we are saving that because that is on the money, guys. Let's look at the tire wear too. Look at that tire wear, guys. 2.92 on the front left, 2.90 on the front right. So 0.02. That's a tiny, almost knocked my beer over. That is a tiny difference. Tiny difference. 2.9 on 110 liters, guys. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna save this. And this is the setup. All right, guys. Let's I want to show off the livery that we got just to see how amazing it looks on track. Plus, I just need a quick break. The tuning stuff is fun, man. It's just like draining, you know? Can be draining. Man, the car looks good though, doesn't it? Love that RST livery. Check the wife and see if she's texted us or anything. Hey, thanks, man. The car, that's the thing with the setup, guys. Like, setups aren't going to make you quick. What the setup's going to do is give you the confidence so you can push the car. That car just felt so good. It was easy to take it to the limit every time. But yeah, there we go, guys. All right, what do you guys think next? What car should we do next? Let's do a chat. Let's do a poll. I think we got the Aston. What do we got left? We got not the Bentley. I hate doing the Bentley. Speed demon. We'll do the Bentley. We got the Lexus. Let's see. What else we got? We got the Mercedes done already. What other front engine? BMW. What other mid engines? Got the Ferrari. What's next in this quest? How did it? There we go. I was like, I didn't see it do a chat, but there we go. I think I want to do the Aston next, but I'm kind of curious what you guys are want me to do. The cool thing is if we did the Ferrari, the Ferrari is so not my driving style though. It's like ridiculously hard for me to drive that car. But we have a really cool livery for it. As soon as I say that Ferrari is not my car, you guys choose it. No, I think it's a fun car. Let's do it. But look at this livery that we have. I'm not sure if I have it. Oh, I don't have it in the thing. One second, let me load it in. All I gotta do is download it real quick. Let's see, what is that? What is that? All right, there we go. Liveries. This is the RST Black. That's NSX. Here's the Evo. Trust me, this livery here, guys, is worth the wait. It's like one of my favorite liveries that we've ever done. That Fox done. This takes a second because there's like so many folders and stuff, you know. Okay, it's cars, customs, cars. Gotta take that out of there. We got the liveries. All right, drop that in. All right, we should have it in there now. So let me click this. I don't. Weird. Maybe I gotta go back. There it is. Oh, that's a red one. We have a black one too. I thought that was a black one. So we have a black 488. The red one's sick though too though. I love it. Looks so good. All right, guys, we're gonna do the Ferrari then. You guys chose it. We're gonna do it. Aloe, that's a great question. So you can monitor rake. The problem is the ride height depends more on the ride heights, right? The rake is just a good understanding of like what the mechanical balance is, right? It's a good way to see like what's happening on your trail braking and on throttle. But I mostly look at the individual ride heights because I have the aero maps, so it's easy for me to correlate the two. But let's go ahead and load in. All right, let's take the Kyalami setup. I think we have a Kyalami setup for this car, so let's see. I hope we do. Might be starting from scratch here, guys. Let's see. RST Setups. Or no. Oh, we do have this. Let's give this a go. Let's see. Ferrari Donington. I'm just going to rename this real quick. Uh, 1.7.13, 0.1. All right, let's go back to RST real quick. Set this to the Ferrari. Where is it at? There's Evo. Oh, it takes me a second to find it. Okay. There she is. Okay, we're just gonna load this up and give her a go. See what we need to do here. Tire pressures are probably gonna be off, so probably be the first thing that we need to adjust here. Oh, there's like no fuel in this. One second, let's go back. All right, there we go. Always like to do my setups with a full tank, guys. It's better to get a good representation at full tank and then work our way through there. Feels weird. The view is like kind of strange. One So yeah, let's adjust this real quick. I was gonna say it looks like I'm looking up to the sky. Okay, so somewhere like right there. And I like round numbers. So let's get back on it now. Man, the Ferrari is like a good car, it's just so stiff, man. So stiff. Plus the force feedback is so high in this car right now. Turn that down. Probably looks that way, but for me it feels like spot on, like in the rig that I'm in. I have a dash that's very similar to the dash that's in the car, and it's like exact same size right now. God, this car is so stiff. It's like hard to drive it hard because you just have to be so precise in it. Tire pressures are a little high though. So let's do a few more laps so we can get the tire pressure reading. Then we gotta make some adjustments. Feels like people that drive the Ferrari, they just have such a different style. There's no other car that feels like the Ferrari. All the mid-engines, like the Audi, the Lambo, like the NSX, the McLaren, they all feel so different to this car. This car just feels like it's so stiff. The way it responds to like inputs is ridiculous. Corner entry is a little too responsive for sure. Corner exit feels okay. Tire pressures are out of hand though. Look. 28.7 on that rear left. Jesus. Tad bit high. Yeah, it produces a lot of downforce, I think. I think that's what really helps it in the wet gas. But I am shit with it. Went from doing 27.2s to doing 28.2s. Granted, we haven't tuned this setup and the pressures are way off, so we'll see. Yeah, the right hand pressure a little low. All right, after this lap, we're gonna go in and look at the data. Love how the plane comes down at Donington. So cool. Funny thing is, pretty decent through the chicane. That wasn't too bad. 3/10 there. Let's do this last lap and then we'll take the tire pressure reading. All right, we're gonna do it now actually. The left hands are just so sketch. So sketch. So let's look at the data real quick, guys. First thing is always the tire pressures, guys. Look at the difference between left and right here. You can tell this track definitely different than the other track. So what was that? 0.8 on the front left. Let's go do this now. So 25.9. Okay, and then what is that on the front right? We need to go up 0.6. So 26.6. Rear left needs to come down basically 11 psi. So what is that? 25.5. And then the rear right needs to come down 0.5, up 0.5. All right, let's try that. Let's try that now with the tire pressures. I am gonna do one other quick change real quick. I'm gonna soften this bad boy up. It is way too stiff for me. Hey, what's up, Josh? How's it going, man? What's up, bro? Just working on the Ferrari right now. All right, so we should have better tire pressures now, and then we changed the stiffness. We just lowered the overall stiffness. So I changed the front springs, the rear springs, the front ARB and the rear ARB all pretty much the same. So the car should have a similar balance, but hopefully it's not so responsive like it is trying to kill me right now. Jeez, tire pressures are low though, so let's just chill out a little bit. Hey, what's up, Flicker Docs? How's it going, man? What's up? What's up? What questions do you have about the Lambo, man? Here to help. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Thank you for letting me know, Gas. I'm gonna get in the habit of it. So for those of you that don't know, I went from a double screen setup to a single screen setup, so I can't even see the stream. I can kind of tell what's seen as live based on my stream deck. It definitely makes it a little bit harder though. One second, let me read that. Flicker said, I purchased the spa setup. It is really good Insider 2. I was wondering if it's possible to get more speed at the straight, or you think it's not worth losing the downforce. Oh, very good question, Flicker Docs. So the reason that we went with a little bit more downforce on the Lamborghini is that the downforce on the Lamborghini is a little bit more conservative, and it actually benefits a little bit more from having more of a downforce bias than like an optimized max speed. The thing is, usually the track dictates what direction you go, right? If you're trying to maximize speed or if you're trying to maximize downforce. Spa, sectors 1 and 3, absolutely all about speed, right? You got those long straights, camo straight, the back straight. It's all about getting the top end speed. But sector 2 is all about the downforce. So we actually chose to go, we were actually getting better times going with a high downforce setup on the Lamborghini at Spa. That being said, it's sometimes harder to make passes, right? It's much easier to make passes on the straight if you can carry more top end. So it's kind of up to you. If you want to try to maximize the top end speed, give it a go. All you need to do is maybe reduce the wing a little bit and reduce the rake. Just do like a click or two, and that should give you a few kilometers. Do a few laps, see if it's quicker or it's slower. Again, from our testing, it was much better to go with more of a high downforce setup that maximized your time in sector 2. Man, it feels like I'm not even on the same setup, but that was our take on it. So I'm gonna go back. I think something didn't get loaded right. No, I guess that's what we're using. Yeah, absolutely, Flicker. Yeah, all of the setups we do like a ton of testing. So, you know, usually we have kind of data for the reasons why we do things, but it's always nice, you know, to kind of explain what our thought process was. So kind of to give you guys the overview of how it works is I do these initial kind of cuts at the setup where we're getting like 80% of the setup done. Then what happens is I hand it off to Speed Demon. He does a full stint to see how does the car feel, you know, for him, how does the car feel over multiple, you know, laps for a full stint. And then based on the data, we will make tweaks to the setup. So kind of a long process, but that's how we do it. Why is the car going so? So it feels like I have damage. Feels like my throttle or something not pressed in all the way. What is going on? Something feels way off right now. I'm losing so much time right now. Okay, something's weird. It's like my throttle wasn't being pressed, but it was like on the widget it was. That was really strange. Let's see something real quick. Oh, that's strange. Okay, let's try it again. But it was like my throttle wasn't pressed down all the way, but it definitely was. With this, the Ferrari, you want such little rake sometimes. In our Laguna Seca, we actually had a little bit of rake, but for this track, definitely lower rake. Feels really good over those bumps. All right, there we go. It's back to normal. Those are so strange. Golly. The corner entry is just so responsive. Like, as soon as I turn it, it wants to like die. Like, look at that. Crazy. Oh man. Oh, look at the car parameters this for this lap too. Does the hairpin really nice though? Jeez. The stiffness, the lateral stiffness feels pretty good now. It's just the balance is off. But the response, like in terms of like the roll gradient, feels pretty good. I'm way off pace now. Golly. All right, let's go back to pits now. Actually, look at the data. Something's not going right here. I think something's with the ride heights, but let's look. So we got to get the next session params dialed in. So just one sec, guys. One 386. 113. 5661. Oh, it didn't save my ride height adjustment. That's why. Here, let's save that real quick. It didn't save my adjustment there, so it like totally got messed up. Okay, sorry, I'm just making some adjustments here, guys. Let's see. Let's do setup work. We're in the Ferrari now. Is that Ferrari? 1386 113 3221, but we just bumped it up to 3621. And then I changed it 5556. Okay, let's save this. All right, so we changed the ride heights here. We didn't make that change last time. I thought I changed it, but it didn't save. So that's probably what was trying to kill us here. All right, let's load up. Load up. Like I said, the Ferrari is such a unique beast. Oh, so much better through there. The Ferrari really likes low rake. So much better, holy shit. So before I reduced the ride height, but it felt like really bad. I think it just didn't save. It was probably me. I was probably being an idiot. Almost a little understeery now. Too much curb. What are you guys doing this week in chat? You guys got any plans? Not doing too much. We're trying to get part of the Racing Sim Tools website so you guys can upload data and then also upload setups and then track those setups and data through the website. Jesus. So much better mid corner though. Go up to TC2. Still on throttle. It's a little bit loose. We were like sideways through there. All right, we probably went a little bit too far down in the rear ride right now. Let's see though. Let's do another lap. Come on. Probably our best turn one yet in this car. If I could do a 27.5 in this car, I'd be happy. Just not very good in this car. Which sucks. It's an awesome car. I love the way this car looks. That red left's getting a little toasty too, 93 degrees. There we go. 10th. Tire pressure is looking good. Just really got to have the steering wheel pointed straight on throttle. Maybe a little more rear toe in. Very pretty soft on the suspension. There we go. Now we're starting to get it. This car is all about carrying more mid-corner speed, isn't it? Makes sense, it produces more downforce, but this feels so weird. Oh, that was our best one yet. There we go, 27.4, we're done. Now there's a little more tweaking I want to make with this car. Definitely requires a different style of driving though. Thanks for tuning in with us this weekend, guys. All right, there's a 27.5, guys. I don't know if, let's see if we can repeat that. So the corner exit's what I need to focus on now, guys. Corner exit. Crazy thing is it's already pretty damn soft. Curious how much rear camber I have. Maybe I have a shit ton of rear camber on here. God, this car is so torquey. Literally just drifted that whole section there. Like, look at this. That was ridiculous. Look, right here. All right, here it is, right here. Full slide, like on throttle slide. Look. Oh, you guys can't see. Wow, you guys didn't say anything. I was just driving that whole time. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, look at that, though. Look how sideways I am through here. Car feels fine, but as soon as you get on throttle, you just break traction. It's like yeet mode right there. Absolute yeet mode. Okay, let's do this. I'm curious. Let's look at the ride heights because I'm curious what's going on here. Yeah, it's a beast. It's hard to tame though. It's definitely hard to tame. Every time I do these setups, there's two cars that always take me forever to like really tune. The Ferrari and the BMW. I don't know why. I just cannot, like, it takes me forever to get these how I want them to feel. Like, they're such a hassle. Just do what I want. Jeez. Okay, so let's look at this stuff. Let's go to stability. Let's turn it to time, which it already is in time. All right, what is that? 17.5. And then 27-ish. I'll just do 27. All right, let's save that again. Now that we know what it is. All right, let's look at the ride heights, see what they're doing. Little understeer turn 1. Little understeer. Definitely understeer, but as soon as you get on, like, look at this. This point I get on throttle. Let's see what the... Look at how much wheel slip we're getting there. Look at that. This is like a different car, look. So I think this is the Mclaren. Switch to the distance though. Of course it went out. Oh, and I don't have the freaking... Oh yeah, I do. One sec. Just gotta adjust this real quick, guys. Oh, what did I do wrong? Whoops. Well, it's got the same, but it felt like way more. I mean, it's right here, right? This is where I'm getting loose and the diff's coming open. I mean, it is getting a lot more wheel slip here, like 5% more wheel slip here. What's the... What is this? Which one is this? Okay, so this one is getting the traction control, though. Interesting, the diff is locked and then it... Maybe we need... What's the preload on this setup right now? Maybe we need a little bit more little less preload. Yeah, we can't make this soft. We can't make the rear any softer longitudinally, unfortunately. All right, let's see if this does it. We added one more click of rear wing. Then we bumped up the rear ARB by 10 to bring some stiffness back, because as you add the wing, it's going to make the low speed corners a little bit understeery. So added a little bit of rear stiffness to it. Then we added a lot more rear toe to hopefully help with coppice. So let's see if that helps. The wear is really good. This feels like crap. Definitely an improvement though. Definitely car wants to be driven at a lot lower lower ride heights. Jesus. Needs more TC maybe. Maybe this car just needs a decent amount of TC, to be honest. There it is. There it is. I'll take that. Feels pretty good at here at 3.8, to be honest. 5.5 is good. It activates so soon. .3.8 is going to give us less activation, but when it does activate, it activates harder, if that makes sense. Well, I missed the apex, but that felt pretty good, transient-wise. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, lost the wheel there. Dude, nothing you can do sometimes. You're just a passenger. Oh, did it die? We'll try 5.5 here. I actually had it at 5.5 before the race, where I was doing this. I liked it at 3.8, but let's see. Who knows? You never know sometimes, right? That felt real good. We're getting somewhere, guys. We're definitely getting somewhere. Understeer there. Sorry, my wife just called me. Definitely feels good with the higher TC. Kind of sucks that you need it though with this car. Kind of surprising, to be honest. All right, let's get a banger lap here and see what we can do. Definitely felt like I can be more consistent now than I did when we started this. A little wide. That rear left's getting a little bit hot. It's at 93, so it's not like too hot. It's definitely getting there. There you go. The corner entry feels spot on now, though. Super sketchy through there, though. Need to probably work the dampers a little bit more. So we can adjust this though. Yeah, probably, like, probably is. Might be a ECU map that you can use too to really help, to be honest. Nah, I got on the backside of that curb. That was my bad. The rear left's getting skin a little too toasty. Yeah. This has so much power, you know? Feels like a muscle car or something. All right, no mistakes here. Let's go. Ah, shit, I looked at the chat and told me to mess that up. Oh, that's cool though. I love the Lambo, man. The Lambo is like my favorite car for sure. This really fits my driver style. Does that make sense? The Ferrari is like one of those cars I wish I could drive, but I just can't. I definitely need to work on those dampeners because the final chicanes is, I'm losing a lot of time there. It's getting a little bump. Let's see what's going on in RST out there. What is going on here? Oh, damn it. My, can you guys hear me? My game is all like messed up. Oh no, my I need to reboot my computer. It's like frozen or something. Oh, I think it's froze. Let's see if I can turn it off. I think my game froze or something though. I can't like interact with my computer or anything. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe I need a break. But I have to restart my computer, guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and end the stream. We're going to do more setup work tomorrow. We'll finish the Ferrari tomorrow, and then we'll work on some of the other cars. So I hope you guys Let me go to the cam view real quick. Hopefully you guys can see that. What we'll do is I'll sit in the stream. We'll do another stream tomorrow. We'll focus on the other cars. Probably, do like the Bentley and the BMW. We'll finish the Ferrari first. I'm just getting a little tired. Been streaming for a few hours now. And my computer froze, so I'm sorry about that. If you guys like the content, be sure to hit the video a like or a subscribe if you're new. Try to stream as much as I can. Obviously, it's a little bit hard as we're working on RST and trying to get updates out. But I hope you guys found the information. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments or hit me up on the Discord. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. Until next time, I'm Zach from Racing Sim Tools, and I catch you guys later. Peace.